Alright, so we got just how powerful is a Tyranid Bio Titan. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. This thing sounds a little bit scary. Other than that, let's go to that. Let's go.
G'day guys and gal.
Hey,
One of my
Chill.
favorite themes of Warhammer 40k is other factions looking at Imperial Titans, remarking how stupid, impractical, and wasteful they are before then getting their asses handed to them by Titans and then making their own versions. It happened to the Tau, it happened to the Orcs, although the Orcs always thought they were awesome, and it even happened to the Tyranids. I bet the Necrons would as well if they were capable of inventing or creating anything new. The Bio Titan, the ultimate land-based Tyranid bioform, something that makes the—
Bro, this looks like something out of like Hell Divers or something like that, bro. What are we like? What are we? Yo, I swear to you, it's like Warhammer just has like the most intimidating, just scary, diabolical things that you're not supposed to have. This is crazy. This is ludicrous, like the rapper.
emissaries and even the Swarm Lord look like a cuddly puppy. These monsters are the driving force behind Tyranid onslaughts. Every time they appear on the battlefield, it's the ultimate oh shit moment. But just how powerful are they really? Are they the equivalent of an Imperial Battle Titan, or are they just an especially large bug that needs a bit more bug spray to deal with? Before we get started, if you've been following Major Minis, which you totally should by the way, the Instagram is sick, you may have noticed our Xenonid range. Tyranids are extremely adaptable, both physically and in terms of tactics.
Bro, these damn Tyranids, bro. Let me tell you something about these guys. These school threats, bro. They eat any and everything, bro. Any and everything. Yo, it doesn't matter how you smell. It don't matter how it looks like. I don't care if your legs shape funny. I don't care if you got 2 left feet. They're eating it. And I'm sorry, yo. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just here to just provide warnings. This is what happens, bro.
When Hive Fleet Behemoth first invaded the Milky Way, their strategy was quite primitive. It involved more or less just Zerg rushing. It was effective, but more so because the Imperium never faced the Nids before rather than it being a sound strategy. If the Tyranids had never changed their methodology, they would have become the easiest opponent to deal with, as the Mechanicus develops new weapons amazing for crushing enemy swarms, and the Space Marines and Imperial Army also adapt their tactics. Since Behemoth, the Tyranids are barely recognizable. They have psychic Nids to counter enemy psychers, they use way more range firepower, they have assassin death squads that target enemy officers. Something the Tyranids also needed to adapt to was everyone using gigantic mech titans in battle, hence they created their Hierophant, their Bio-Titan. Now since all Tyranid bioforms are basically created from a blueprint, and that blueprint only really requires biomass and time to turn into a living Tyranid, the Nids can deploy a lot of Bio-Titans, even going as far as to deploy them in broods, which sounds overpowered until you realize that Titans very rarely walk alone, instead grouping into maniples. As Bio-Titans are so massive and the Nids are happy to spend the extra effort on them, they have an obscene amount of special gadgets, abilities, and weaponry. Its heavy hitters are its biocannons, akin to the volcano cannons, but with overall less punch. They fire a huge clump of acidic, venomous maggots that can chew through metal, flesh, and almost anything else.
Did he just say maggots? Bro. Now listen, bro, shout out to like every single like insect out there, bro. You got my respect. I mean, because usually a lot of you insects out there, y'all definitely help out the earth. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. There's some insects, bro, that shouldn't even exist. Wasp. Yo, wasp are like my #1 just, yo, I don't want to use the word hate, but I'm going to be honest with you. I want to use the word hate. Wasp are like the only insect, bro, that if it was right here in my face, bro, I'm giving it a straight Floyd Mayweather just right hook, bro. No lie to you, bro. Perfect technique and everything. That thing is going down.
They would be super effective against an enemy Titan if that Titan had lost its shielding, but I don't see how it would do much to avoid shields themselves. Now a big issue Imperial Titans have is when enemy infantry or smaller units get underneath them. They can no longer fire at them and have to rely on turrets placed around their knees and dick and shit, or just try to stomp them like ants. This is why Titans are usually accompanied by Knights or Scutari cohorts. However, the Bio-Titans solve this by having a bunch of big barbed tentacles on its underside that can lash and stab out at enemies that get underneath it. Not to mention, by virtue of it being a Tyranid, it will have a swarm around its ankles. Bio-Titans are vicious in melee, with their massive claws, pincers, and even large jaws. Their biology makes their movement less predictable than a god machine, as well as a lot faster, so I imagine they would have a large advantage in melee, especially as that would allow them to bypass the enemy's void shielding. Something else that's pretty cool, the Bio-Titan can excrete an extremely toxic gas from its armor plating in a small area, so if it's getting swarmed and surrounded, it can basically turn into a mini holocaust. The gas is non-lethal to Tyranids. Now this all sounds cool, but it doesn't sound like enough to take down a battle titan in a fair fight. How do the Bio-Titans survive a volcano cannon shot, for example, without a void shield? Well, the Tyranids have thought of that as well. All Hierophant Bio-Titans are also psychic and can project a psychic shield, because of course they can. This protects them from psychic and physical attacks, whilst also allowing it to use psychic attacks in return, ranging from just fucking with people's brains all the way to shooting lightning out of its massive dickhole. This psychic power actually makes them somewhat like the Auto Sinister Psi Titans, in the way that a Bio-Titan can rapidly immediately heal itself mid-battle. It can also
like what's the weakness? Like, bro, what's the weakness? Like how can we get rid of this, bro? How can we like eliminate this? Like what size Air Force One do I have to use to get rid of this, bro? I'm hearing too many, oh, they have this, they have that, they have, where's the weakness? Like, what's the, but here's a downside. Like, where's the downsides? Where's the negatives?
force itself to mutate incredibly quickly. If it needs to be more melee focused, it can mutate more claws. If it needs to be a heavy firepower weapons platform, it can mutate more spore mortars and bigger biocannons. So with all this in mind, how does a Biotitan square up to an Imperial Battle Titan? Well, in a straight up slugfest, the Battle Titan will always win. It's bigger, badder, has more firepower,
and it got like way more weapons too.
And is more durable. Now the following numbers I'm about to say do sound pretty off, but the lore says a Warlord Titan is anywhere between 1,000 to 2,500 tons in weight. The writers never really seem to agree on a Titan's size, but that is one chunky boy. The only lore I could find regarding the Biotitan's girth is that it's about 15 meters tall and weighs like 60 tons. So it's a fraction of the weight and about half the height of a Warlord Titan.
So we're just gonna ignore him saying girth. But here's the thing, if I said girth, y'all would absolutely massacre me. If I said girth or size or thickness, y'all would like have me like like y'all legit, bro, would have a rope around my neck, bro, and threaten to kick the chair. Like that's what y'all.
In fact, on tabletop, the Hierophant seems to be more so the size of a Warhound Titan, only a bit bigger than the largest Imperial Knight. Now with the lore and the fact that Biotitans are grown, you can technically get them a lot bigger, 30 meters tall and hundreds of tons instead, making it somewhat more on the same scale. But what we're shown in the lore and tabletop, which to be honest isn't a whole lot, makes them seem like baby Scout Titans on the scale of things. Perhaps the Tyranids believe that the massive investment of biomass to create Mega Titans just isn't worth the loss of biomass if they're taken out. Space Marine 2 seems to have bigger Biotitans than what's usually shown, but they also show Imperial Titans as being bigger in general. Here's the thing though, when Biotitans engage Imperial Titans, they don't just walk towards them slowly trading fire. They would get obliterated if they did that. Instead they scurry around, significantly faster than Imperial Titans. They can also burrow underground or through mountains.
I can't lie to you, that one got lit up like the 4th of July. That was not a good example. Bro, that one got lit up.
There was a battle between a Titan Maniple and a brood of Hierophants in the lore, and the Tyranid Biotitans managed to burrow and scutter quickly to avoid most of the Imperial's firepower, becoming quite problematic and difficult to deal with. The Imperial Titans did end up winning, but it shows that the Biotitans do have a way of evening the odds. The thing is, the Tyranids aren't expecting their Biotitans to match Imperial Titans. For invasions, they make extremely solid backbones of Tyranid swarms, as the usual anti-swarm techniques don't work on Biotitans. When facing Titans, they would gladly lose 3 Biotitans to take down 1 Warlord. They can just simply make more Biotitans with more biomass.
And that's their cheese, bro. That's the Tyranids cheese, bro. Like they can throw out as many as these like big like Titans or whatever, bro. It don't matter, because guess what? They got another big Titan coming through. Yeah, cool. Y'all can waste like 9 rockets on like 1, 2, maybe 3 of these like Bio Titans or whatever. It don't matter, bro. Because guess what? I got another one coming through right here. And if you take that one out, I got 3 more coming out. Yeah, bro. Like bro. We don't stop. We're going to keep making them until we win.
An Imperial Titan takes a lot of time, energy, resources, and focus to be made on a specific Forge world. The Princeps are also exceptionally rare individuals that take a ton of training. When a new Titan is built, it then needs a coffin ship to take it to the war zone that requires it. Long story short, the loss of an Imperial Battle Titan is a huge L. The loss of a Biotitan is just a Tuesday.
Bro, regular, bro. Man, yo. Bro. They popping out these Titans, bro, like schoolwork in school, bro. You know how like a teacher will have like a sheet of paper and she copy it automatically. There's like 100 stacks. Yeah, bro. That's what we got over here, bro. For the Tyranids, all they need is just they whistle. Yo, all they need to do is whistle. Yo, we got 10 more of these coming through, bro. Bro, as a matter of fact, we got them frozen in the back. They just need to be defrosted. It's over. Bro, these like the Imperium Titans, whatever, bro. Man, those things take 4 centuries to make.
However, the Hierophant Biotitan isn't the only Titan in the Tyranids roster. It would be amiss of me not to mention the Harridan, the flying Tyranid dragon Titan. Harridans are almost as big as Hierophants and have a lot of the similar features, such as massive claws and biocannons. Dozens of gargoyles will often hold onto a Harridan and then deploy from it like a swarm of mini fighters. Harridans are exceedingly rare, however. They don't seem to be psychic, so have no shielding, so would get shredded up by ships or anti-air weapons. They're also pretty slow and rely more on the fact that they can twist and turn like a snake with wings to avoid enemy fire, which doesn't really work since they're fucking massive. I could see a combo of a Harridan and a Hierophant being a nightmare to deal with for an Imperial Battle Titan, as they'd have to focus on attacks from both the ground and air simultaneously, but these days, pitch battles between only Titans is a rare affair. The trauma of the Titan death at Beta Garmin still haunts the memories of the Titan Legios to this day. So just how powerful is a Tyranid Biotitan really? On the scale of things, not that powerful. I could see them being able to take out low-level Gargants pretty easily, but anything bigger than a Warhound Scout Titan would just stomp them in most situations. Elder Titans would also wreck Biotitans since they are highly mobile as well. The one strength the Biotitans have over the Imperial Titans is speed, so the Elder don't have to worry about that. The thing is though, the Biotitans are not made to be stronger than Battle Titans or to match them. In fact, they are more effective when there are no Imperial Titans present. The Tyranids mass produce everything and win with overwhelming force and numbers, including with how they go about their Titans. Even just using Hierophants to tie up Imperial Titans.
Because they don't have to, they win by sheer numbers. They don't have to essentially create like powerful Titans or whatever, bro. They don't have to. They literally don't have to, bro. All they need to do is just overcrowd you with numbers. All they need to do, they just need to stuff you up. Pause. They just need to just overcrowd it.
While the main swarms achieve their objectives is enough. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then pick up the Tyranid Titan or
shout out to our boy Major Kill Man for this video. This is like a nice short video, but listen, bro. These Tyranid Bio Titans, bro, are cheese. So I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. And I know a lot of y'all gonna defend it because y'all love the Tyranid. Some of y'all love the Tyranid. Y'all gonna defend it. Oh, but we need to. No, you don't. No, you don't, bro. Yo, throw these things away. These things like they came out of hell divers, bro. For real. Comment down below what you guys think about this. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys did enjoy my reaction. And I'm gonna see y'all later. Flexing them out. Bye, everyone.